Hello, this is a new name for the OCD. It is feeling yourself as a criminal without a crime. So let us imagine that you really want to rob a bank. Then you will plan how to do that. Then you will rob the bank. You will steal all the money. After that, after you have stolen all the money, you will feel or good or bad. Why is that? Because you have done something. So you have a chain of reasons, you have a chain of things, you have a normal sequence of events. You want, then you think, you plan, and then you do, and then you feel about what you have done. With the OCD, you can get the end of the chain, the end of the event. So at the end of the chain, you want to rob a bank, you thought about robbing the bank, then you planned, then you went and robbed the bank. Then you get feelings that you have done that, you are responsible for that, and you are happy or you are miserable because of that. The OCD comes and it says to you, it gives you the last of the chain, so it gives you the feeling that you have done this something wrong. You really feel it, you experience it, you sense it in your body, you sense it in your feelings, you get it in your thoughts. You are full of it. You are immersed in these feelings. You believe it. You think that it is the reality. So now you are a criminal without a crime. Why? Because you only depended on false feeling and false sensation. So this is why, in fact, this is the problem of OCD. This is why it is a problem. It is a problem because it lets you feel bad about things that you have not done. So it lets you feel and sense things bad about things that you didn't do. Not only that, so one of the differences between negative thoughts and OCD thoughts is that you with negative thought you don't feel and you don't sense and you don't feel this strong, this compulsive. This is why it is compulsion. It is compulsively you feel that you have done something wrong. So this is the problem of OCD, that it is let you feel, let you sense things that didn't happen. Not only that, it's very clever and let you think and feel and sense things that you are totally against. They are totally against your higher value. They are totally against your values. So not only like sometimes in negative emotion, you can have different angry or different negative emotion, but with OCD, it is always if a woman diagnosed with OCD came to me and she said to me, I have a thought that I throw my child out of the window and like that. Then I will say directly, because she has OCD, I will say directly, oh, that means you. For me, that means that she loves her child. So if someone came to me and he said, I feel blasphemous thoughts and think blasphemous thoughts about God, and it comes to me and I sense it really, I sense it, I sense that I am a disbeliever, I sense that he is diagnosed with OCD, then for me, I am very sure that he is very religious, he is very believer, he is a real believer in God. So this is the difference. The difference is that OCD people will never do against their so about harm OCD or pedophile OCD or homo OCD or that and that. They will, if they have a higher value against it, then they will never do it. So it is 180 degree. This is why sometimes as a therapist I feel comfortable with OCD clients, because I know they will not do it. I know that they will not do it. So You have robbed the bank. But then why you feel sad? Why you feel guilty? Why you feel something not good? What if all of your feelings and thoughts and sensations proves to you that you are disbeliever, that you are against God, then why you feel guilty? Why you feel pain? Why you feel sick? Because you have OCD. These feelings, these sensations, these thoughts are fake. They are misleading signals. They are false signals from your brain. They are not true. They are false. They are not real. So, and somehow you will do a ritual to prove that this is not you, that you are a believer, in the example of religious OCD, that you are not a pedophile or pedophile in English. In Dutch, it is pedophile. So, you will prove to yourself that you are not a pedophile. You will do a ritual. You will prove to yourself that you love your child. You are not intending to harm him. You will do a ritual. So, in some sense, you know your real self. Later, we will say it is the observer. You know that the whole thing, there is something wrong. You are not that. This is not me. This is not my personality. This is not my real me. This is not me. This is not me. This is not the way I know myself. But you get these feelings and sensations that prove that you are a disbeliever, that you are a homo, that you are a pedophile, that you are. Then, to prove that this is not me, I will do a ritual. I will do a compulsive behavior. I will do a behavior, this is the ritual, to prove that this is not me. Cannot be real me. So in some way, ritual is designed by your brain to differentiate you from these feelings and thoughts, to prove to you that this is not me. So in some way, there is an OCD personality, I call it an OCD self, that is formed by these fake feelings, fake sensations, fake thoughts. The fake OCD self, the OCD self, it is a fake self. This OCD self is a formation of all of these proofs that you are wrong, that you are that you are the OCD self. Of course, if it is created one day, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 1 year ago, 1 month ago, if it is created, this OCD self, then it has its own feelings, its own thoughts, its own sensations. And if it is created, then it will try to keep alive. It will try to maintain itself. It will try to preserve itself. So OCD self will try to stay. You know that this is not me. I feel it. I am against it. I didn't rob the bank. I don't want to rob the bank. I didn't do it. Somehow I know from it is a hint, it is a light from the real self. Okay, sometimes with some clients it is less than sometimes they have with less insight, they call it. With less insight, no insight sometimes. But most of the time, even if you have no insight, even if you have no full insight, but you will have some insight that this is not me. I love my child. I'm not intending to harm anyone. I love the people. I love the humanity. I am a very religious guy. I know it because I do it each time. But when you do it, you get the obsession and the thoughts that you are a disbeliever or you are against God. So it is a sort of two identity. This is why sometimes clients say to me that We feel that we have many personality, that I have two identity, my real me and some other identity. But we will try to show you that this is a fake self. OCD self is a fake self. So one way why you are doing, one explanation why you are doing the ritual is to try to differentiate, to unmix, to diffuse, in the ACT terms, to diffuse yourself from your real self from the OCD self. This is one way to explain also the rituals. So you do the rituals to retrieve your sort of real identity, to retrieve your real self. I don't feel that this is me, so I do the ritual to feel me again. I cannot be me, real me, without the ritual. So you do the ritual to feel again you are real you are real me. I am me again. I do because I have done the ritual. I prove that I am against these thoughts and sensations and feelings of OCD. So in fact, you somehow you know that they are fake. This is why you do the ritual, because you try to separate your real identity, your real self, from real me, from the OCD self. Okay, you try to retrieve your hijacked identity. But now this brings us again to a very important point, is that some people during the therapy, they feel guilty. If they are advancing in the therapy, they are becoming more and more free from the OCD symptoms, they feel guilty. They feel guilty because they are not, when we call them they are advancing in the therapy, when they are stopping or they are decreasing the rituals, they are decreasing the compulsions. But according to what I have already explained, but this compulsion, the patient or the client should know that this compulsion serves to differentiate the fake OCD self from the real self. So if he stops with the compulsion, then he will feel that, oh, maybe I have accepted the OCD sensations. I have accepted these sensations, that I am a bad guy, that I am a disbeliever, that I want to harm my child, that I am a pedophile, that I am a homo, that I am. Then he will feel guilty because he stopped the ritual. He was using before the therapy, before the knowledge of the therapy, he was using the rituals, the compulsions, to differentiate himself from the OCD self. Now he stopped, as if, no, now he stopped. So thoughts and sensations of OCD self, to preserve, to maintain itself, the OCD self, it will throw on him feelings and sensations. Oh, you should feel guilty because you stopped the rituals. Then who says that you didn't accept these thoughts and sensations? You are a pedophile then. Then you are that, you are that, you are. So this is, so knowledge is important. So it is important to know that this is the case, so that you will feel no more guilty when you are stopping the rituals, when you are doing the therapy. So this is one of the reasons why people feel sometimes guilty when they are increasingly becoming better and better in the therapy, when they are stopping the rituals. In fact, sometimes what I have already said, what I have said now, still be as a knowledge for the clients. So he will have between time and time, or when he stops the ritual, he will feel guilty again, so he will do the ritual so that he will not feel guilty, so that, and then the therapy failed because he want to do the ritual to feel not guilty. So this is now, but I will not explain it now, but this is now a helpful term, a helpful practice is acceptance in ACT. then you should accept the existence of these thoughts. You should accept not these thoughts, but the experiencing of these thoughts. So you differentiate between the thought and your experiencing of the thought, because the thoughts are false, but your experiencing of them is not false. And in mindfulness, you should not fight with reality. In acceptance, you should accept the reality. You should not accept the false thing. This is why we say always, you accept the existence of the OCD thoughts or feeling or sensations. Of course, you cannot accept the content, because this is why you are here. This is why you have an OCD problem. You refuse to rob the bank. You are not a thief. You are not a killer. You are not a disbeliever. You are not a, a pedophile. You are a good guy. Among most of the people, most of the OCD people are good people. And okay, so this leads us to acceptance, but I will not explain this because it is a therapy tool, and it is a very important. It is one of the core one of the cores of the ACT. And also, so, but later I will find a place, a therapeutic place, because I cannot tackle each subject like that. No, they should be in an order, and therapeutic order. Okay, so see you next video. Okay, bye bye and take care.